this is gonna be a fun recording. So, in my opinion, the state of WWE, just in my opinion, I think they have a lot of issues that's going on right now. First off, starting off with Ricochet. I'm telling you, if I was him, I would quit the business. I would. I mean, or I would just walk out and stuff because he's too talented to keep losing. And I know he lost Monday to AJ Styles, but like they not doing nothing with him. They not doing nothing with him at all. They not doing nothing with Ricochet. And it's sad to see that, though. It really is. Because he's a truly gifted superstar. He really is. I mean, he's in this, I guess, rival with Retribution and keep losing. I mean, how many times you got to keep losing in order for somebody to really go over the edge? Because it's like ain't nobody putting over for Ricochet. And that's sad. And I think that's why like superstars like Finn Balor, went back to NXT because they didn't know what to do with Finn Balor, because I think Finn Balor's biggest moment, well, one of his biggest moments was when he fought Brock Lesnar. And just after that whole exchange, I was just like, wow, like, it felt like it kind of went downhill from there. And like back to Ricochet, when he lost to Brock Lesnar, it was a Super Showdown, and it wasn't even no match. He didn't do nothing. He didn't do nothing at all. And that was just sad. It was sad because I'm like, that Ricochet is really talented. Ricochet is really talented, y'all. Coming from NXT and everything. Like, it's just sad. Next up, who can I talk about? I would say Randy Orton. I think he needs to retire because it's nothing else for him to do. It really is. There's nothing else for him to do. He already beat Drew McIntyre. They already had their rival. I mean, now he's coming in to the WWE. I guess he got I guess his face got burnt from Alexa Bliss. I think it was the last week on Raw. Yeah, like, he really needs to go, though. Because, like, there's nothing else for him to do. He's been around through he's been around for the Ruthless Aggression era, the PG era, all that stuff. So, there's nothing else more for him to do. And it's like him and the Fiend, and I don't get all that. Like, sometimes they always bring up like the old rivals, and then they just try to just make it good, but then it can't be good because it's always the same thing. So it's like if it's going to keep being the same thing, then people is not going to watch it. I mean, they really not. They really not going to watch it. If it's the same thing, they're not going to watch it. So they need to take Randy Orton off of TV, or he needs to retire, and they need to move along. And which brings me to the next point. It's like I really believe that they are really moving on from The Undertaker, because it's like the Undertaker is just, he's been wrestling for a very long time. And he just had his last match, I'm hoping, with AJ Styles at WrestleMania, which was a great match, by the way. The whole setup and everything. The Boneyard match. it was a great setup and everything. But yeah, like Undertaker, he don't need to wrestle no more. He done already proved why he's the greatest, and you know, he shouldn't have to wrestle nobody else. I mean, he shouldn't. He shouldn't. I mean, it was that one time I think Baron Corbin tried to call him out, but he shouldn't come back to face him. I mean, that would be ridiculous. But that's that. I think I see another superstar. I say Bianca Belair. I really hope that this year she wins the Women's Royal Rumble because she is a great superstar. She's very talented in the ring. As we saw on Raw, I think it was a few weeks ago, she was lifting weights and all like that. I mean, she's a great talent. She coming from NXT. Saw some of her matches at NXT as well too. So, you know, she's very strong and strong and popular. I mean, she should win the Women's Royal Rumble because then she could go to WrestleMania and I guess face Sasha Banks, who should still be the champion. You know, that would be good. So I would be happy if Bianca won the Women's Royal Rumble. That would be great. That would be great because they don't need to let her, you know, like start losing the odd people and stuff. Like, you know, like her, like Bianca lose to Dana Brooks, you know, stuff like that. And then, I don't want to say Lacey Evans. I mean, Lacey Evans is a good superstar, but, you know, like, don't want her to go on that path because once they start losing, then it's like, I feel like they be running out of ideas for certain superstars. So, that was that. Let's see, who else I could say? I mean, it's just a lot. Like, Alexa Bliss, like this whole Fiend thing. I mean, I guess Alexa Bliss, the way she was before was cool when she was with Nikki Cross when they won the Women's Tag Team Championship was really cool, and we really saw a different side of her. But I don't know. It's just like her stuff lately just been, to me, in my opinion, just been kind of odd though. Like, you know, pouring all that. Was it something on her? Or I know it was probably water, but that was still odd though to kind of see her do that and stuff. So I don't know. Like she shouldn't. I don't know. She just shouldn't do stuff like that. She needs to just go back and be back in the women's division and face for championships and stuff like that because she's a great superstar as well too. So then of course we got, you know, Seth Rollins, Roman. I think Rollins is still out because of him and Becky and everything. But I think when he come back, he needs to be facing Roman for that World Heavyweight champ, well, for the championship because like Rollins always beat Roman, and you know that's maybe a storyline that they could kind of continue, you know, like. But then I guess this time around they would probably make Roman beat Rollins, which would I guess it'd be alright, but still, like, you know, Rollins is still good though, so they shouldn't have him come back and then start losing championship matches because Rollins is great. Which brings me to Roman Reigns. I think this is what I will always say. Roman Reigns in the Shield was great. When he was just beating up people and he wasn't really talking and stuff like that, and he was just going around just beating up people. When he put Undertaker through the table, taking out Cena, you know, him and Bray Wyatt had a good little feud. You know, that Roman was good. And just like, you know, when Roman fought Lesnar, like all those times and going through all that, him and Strowman, That's the Roman. Like, this one is just, I don't know, it's different. I mean, he really don't need Jey Uso, man. He really don't. He needs to drop that off. Now, if it's just him and Paul Heyman and he's beating people, like he's, I don't know, I guess cheating. It's different. Like, Roman don't need to cheat to win. He can be a heel that just beat the mess out of people and just keep it going. But his whole character is just crazy, though. So it's really crazy. Which, let me see, brings me to the next person. Let's see, Charlotte Flair and Asuka. I think they are a good tag team they're the tag team champions and stuff. So I think they do a good job with that. They do a really good job with that. But I don't know. I kind of see them turning on each other, or Charlotte's turning on Asuka and trying to, eventually get her title and stuff like that. But I mean, Asuka been a great champion. Like I said, Asuka has been a very great champion. And for her to kind of, at that one point, like, lose her title to Sasha, when Sasha was with Bayley, that whole little thing, I'm glad that's over. I'm glad, like, they are separate, Sasha and Bayley. That's how it should be. But, yeah, Asuka been a great champion. She's faced some of the best people. She was, I know she was undefeated. She never lost at NXT when she held the title. So that was a good thing. And then it was just like when she came to the WWE, her first loss was to Charlotte at WrestleMania. It was a good match. Ain't nobody cheap. It was just Charlotte just felt like Charlotte just wanted it more. But I was like, dang. I was like, Asuka came in as the champ, and I'm like, Charlotte was just dominating. Well, I could be wrong. Charlotte might have been the champion or not, but I know it was a championship match though. But it was still a good match though. I just don't want Charlotte to keep winning all these championships, because it's like it's other people there, There's other people that can really be the champion and grow. That's how the business grows. It's when everybody be champion. It's just like with it's like Drew was the champion, then Orton was the champion. Then before that, it was Lesnar, then Roman. It's kind of like it was different people and stuff. So I just hope that Charlotte doesn't win a title. Let her just be tag team champions, because that's good for her. It's like she done already did everything. She done did everything. So, and Lord knows if she wins the Royal Rumble, I'll be like, oh boy, here we go again. And then this will be crazy. If Charlotte Flair eliminates Bianca Belair, I'm definitely going to do a video about that. I know I'm going to do a video about that. That is crazy. That's crazy. So it's just one of those things where it's like Charlotte doesn't need to win a Royal Rumble. She's already a superstar. She's already proven why she's the greatest. So that shouldn't happen. Next up, let's see, Kevin Owens. I really like Kevin Owens, though. I really hope that at the Royal Rumble he can beat Roman Reigns and take his title, and that would be great. That would really be great, because then it would be different. I don't think that would make Roman look weak at all, because look at what Roman did to Kevin. He beat him up on one episode, and at TLC, thanks to his cousin, he won. And again, thanks to his cousin at that steel cage, he won. So I mean, I'm just saying, like, Roman Reigns doesn't need help to defend his title. Like I said, and I think the other match was, I think it was 2016. It was Roman versus AJ Styles at Extreme Rules, but that was when everybody could come out there. But, stuff like that. Like, Roman doesn't need help. Like, he could just do things on his own. And when he teamed with Paul Heyman, I'm like, wow. Like, Paul Heyman is with Lesnar, but I'm like, this is very different. Like, this is very, very different. I mean, I don't think Roman should have teamed, but because it's like Roman can talk on his own, but I mean, he's with Paul Heyman, so I guess that's that. And another wrestler, Cesaro. Like, Cesaro could have won a Royal Rumble. Shoot, Cesaro could have been King of the Ring. I think he's overlooked. King of the Ring, Royal Rumble. He could have won a Royal Rumble a lot of times. I mean, he could have main evented WrestleMania so many times, and shoot, Cesaro could have fought Lesnar. Cesaro is a very strong wrestler. Cesaro, they should have done more with him. I mean, they really should, because it's like they don't use him right. Just like with Ricochet, they don't use him right. So I really hope they do something with Cesaro. Like, I mean, if for some reason this could be something, I mean, they want him to win a Royal Rumble. I mean, that could really boost his career and stuff. I mean, that would be good. But hopefully they do something with him. Which brings me to Jeff Hardy. Lord knows, I think Jeff Hardy, they need to. I also think he could be another person that wins the Royal Rumble too. They could really benefit from that, because just think of the ratings. If everybody found out that Jeff Hardy wins the Royal Rumble, them. Oh my God, the views that go up for Monday Night Raw. After Royal Rumble, Hardy wins the Royal, because that would be a great thing. I mean, just like I know Jeff Hardy said in an interview, he said, he's done everything. The only thing he hasn't done was win the Royal Rumble. And Daniel Bryan said the same thing too. I mean, I think they okay with Daniel. I mean, he recently just had a world title run. Was it back in 2019? So I think Daniel Bryan is okay. But yeah, Jeff Hardy, they need to do something and let him win the title. I would say for Bayley, I know she was the longest women's champion, but it's cool that she's not champion. But I think she's feuding with Bianca, but hopefully Bianca win that feud, and maybe Bianca can be a future. I think Bianca will be a future women's champion, and I think some superstars from NXT. Let's see, Damian Priest supposed to be coming to Raw or SmackDown. I think Rhea Ripley coming would be great. I would love to see Ember Moon come back. I think Io Shirai, if she ever came, that would be good. But yeah, Rhea Ripley, she could definitely be a women's champion. I mean, you could just look at her and just tell, like, she could be a future women's champion. And I mean, look, if they want her to feud with Charlotte, look, you let her beat Charlotte, because it will really help her career too. Like, Rhea Ripley beat Charlotte Flair to win a Raw Women's title, and let her have a run. Which brings me to another one, Shayna Baszler. Shayna Baszler should have beat Becky Lynch at last year's WrestleMania. It would have made sense. Shayna could have held that title until SummerSlam, feuded with Asuka, and then if you want to throw in Charlotte and Nia, that would have been a good triple threat. SummerSlam last year, but yeah, like Shayna Baszler deserves to be a future, at least to have a chance to win it. I mean, hey, I don't know if she's gonna be in the Royal Rumble. She might be, but hey, why not let her win the Royal Rumble? I mean, she's been taking everybody out. Shayna Baszler been taking everybody out. So, let's see. Next, let's see. Big E. I really hope Big E has a good year. I wouldn't mind if Big E won the men's Royal Rumble because, now he's on his own from New Day, and I know he's an Intercontinental Champion, but shoot, he could stand toe to toe with Roman Reigns. He really can. He needs to shine. Like, I think this is his time. This is his year. Big E could really shine, and he could really just take off and be champion. So I really hope that they push Big E. They should push him because he deserves it. He deserves it so much. He really do. So I'm hoping he does. I'm really hoping he does. He really deserves it. Like, I know his recent match he had with was it Sammy? Oh well, not Sammy. Yup, Sami Zayn. Like, come on now. And then he recently fought. I know it was like a few months ago. Like Sheamus. Like, I'm just saying, like, he's been in the ring with a lot of great superstars. So him winning the Royal Rumble will really help help continue to push his career. And I think another superstar, Apollo Crews. I know I saw him on Talking Smack on SmackDown with Paul Heyman, and seemed like Paul Heyman wants him to turn heel. I think that would be good. That would really be good. I think Apollo does deserve a change and stuff like that. So I think that can help his career. Maybe he could, I guess, have a little cheating victory against Big E or something, like a cheap roll up, hold the ropes. I could see him being a heel like that. So that could be something. I think Bobby Lashley is cool. AJ Styles. It would be nice if AJ Styles won a champion. Matt Riddle is a good wrestler too. I think maybe he should go to SmackDown. I think maybe he should go to SmackDown and probably. I forgot. No, he came from SmackDown though too, Raw. So, I guess maybe he could be a tag team champion with somebody, or I don't know. You know what? Matt Riddle and Ricochet should be tag team champions. I mean, I know their styles is different, but Matt Riddle and Ricochet versus the group from the Hurt Business would be good. Shelton Benjamin. Yeah, that would be a good match though. Yeah, that would definitely be a good match. Yeah, this has been a great talk though. I'm trying to think who else. Let's see, Street Profits. I think they okay. I think they good. I know they lost their tag titles. The Bobby Roode and Dolph Ziggler. So I think they okay. They really are a fun tag team. They really do remind me of Crime Time so much though. They really do. Oh my bad. Shelton and Cedric Alexander versus Matt Riddle and Ricochet for the tag. I think that would be a good match. They should that should happen at the Royal Rumble. That should. That really should. That would be great. But let's see. Who else? I haven't really heard from Natalya lately, so hopefully Sami Zayn doesn't win the Royal Rumble. Lord knows that would be crazy. And like I said, I don't think, no, not barely, no, because she been the longest reigning champion. So no, but Sasha, yeah, Sasha Banks is having a good run as champion. I would like for her to stay champion till WrestleMania, and then maybe lose it to like Bianca, and then Bianca could have a long reign as champion, you know, and then maybe you know what, if Rhea Ripley comes, oh my God, if Rhea Ripley comes to SmackDown, that would be perfect. Bianca Belair versus Rhea Ripley. They can have that rival. I mean, you got an NXT rival on SmackDown. I mean, why not do that? You know, that would be good. But let's see, with Monday Night Raw, I really hope AJ Styles can be the champion this year. Yep, I think he deserves it. You know, Strowman is a beast. I mean, he could definitely be champion. He should be champion. He could. I mean, even if they let Strowman win the title at Elimination Chamber, I hope they have that match. That would be good. But yeah, Strowman could definitely win the title. He could, and yeah, you just keep pushing more people. I don't know what happened to Andrade, but he was definitely a good superstar. I know they split him and Angel Garza up, but Andrade, you know, was really good at NXT, and when he came with Angel, it was good, but then Selena Vega got involved, and I don't want to say things went south, but they started losing matches. So not Angel Garza, he's a good wrestler too, but Andrade, he should just come back by himself and just wrestle for Intercontinental or the U.S. title. That would be good, you know, and then he go from there. I guess Angel Garza could. I don't know if he's still wrestling, but I guess he could probably feud for the Intercontinental, or well, I don't know about the U.S. because Bobby Lashley's the champion, big boy. So you know, but that would be good though. It really would be. But I just think my final thoughts is they just need to put both shows together. No more of this split brands and stuff. Like, just put everybody together. You'll have more matches. You'll have more challenges for the titles and everything. It'll be more storylines. It'll be more creative. And then if you want to put both shows to 3 hours, it would be good because not every superstar will be on the same, you know, be on Monday night and SmackDown. It could just be different people, different nights. So they should just put everybody together. I mean, just think of how the women's division would be. You could start rivals with different people. Same with the men's division. Every title would be twice as strong because there's more competition for it. So I hope they do that. And then I think I would really probably start watching WWE more, but they going to keep doing what they've been doing, then it'll just be here and there. But I will be watching the Royal Rumble. I mean, I watch the pay-per-views and stuff, but it's just kind of hard to watch the shows. But that's just my thoughts on WWE for 2021. I hope everybody enjoyed. And thanks for listening to me. Woo!
Alright. Woo! That is it. My thoughts on WWE in 2021. That was fun. That was really fun to do. Hope everybody enjoyed this video. And let's get it better. WWE. Woo!